Good afternoon. My name is Louisa Nera, and I am the Technical Director for the Center for Chemical Process Safety. I'm here today with our special guest, Jordan Barab, who is the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Labor at OSHA. Mr. Barab has just been with us at a luncheon meeting to give us his overview of Executive Order 13650, and we'd like to ask Jordan a few questions and have him explain a little bit about that for our audience. Jordan, thank you so much for being our speaker today. It was a great talk, and I'd like for you just to give our audience a little bit of an overview. These are stakeholders from CCPS and from AIChE. A little bit about the executive order and what OSHA's part in this is going to be.
Okay. This executive order came out of the explosion, the terrible tragedy that occurred at West about a year ago in West Texas, which killed 15 emergency responders and destroyed a good part of the city. It kind of rocked the nation, I think, realizing that this could happen from a small facility, and the President was so concerned that he issued this executive order, setting up really a commission to deal with chemical safety in this country and chemical security in this country. What the President asked us to do was first of all get together with the three main agencies, the Department of Homeland Security, Environmental Protection Agency, Department of Labor. And OSHA's played a role in this really by focusing on our process safety management standard, looking at policies and programs that can be updated and modernized after 20 years, working out how we can work with the other agencies, the EPA, Department of Homeland Security, in terms of our enforcement activities, how we can make our activities much more efficient, how we can collect information and make sure that information is shared among the agencies, and really make this country much safer, not only for the workers that work inside these facilities, but also for the communities outside them.
Now, one of the things that came out of this was a request for information from OSHA. And I'd like, and you have had listening sessions throughout the country where you have been pulling in and listening to information from different stakeholders. Can you tell us a little bit about what you've been learning from these sessions?
Yes, we've had these listening sessions. I think we've done about a dozen of them around the country, and we've done them in major cities and in small communities. We've heard from chemical companies who are concerned about the regulatory atmosphere and wanting to make that more efficient. We've heard from community citizens, people who live right around these plants, who are very scared, very angry, very concerned about what's happening inside the plants and how it's affecting their health and safety. We've heard from environmental organizations, industry organizations. Really, they've kind of had the same theme. They all want to make chemical plants safer in this country. They want to make sure they have the information that they need to make themselves comfortable. They want a government that works rationally, that works effectively, but that actually does provide protection for people who work inside these plants and people who work outside these plants, while at the same time making sure that we have a vibrant chemical industry in this country.
Okay. We're coming up on a stellar anniversary for OSHA PSM. And I know that the information that comes back will help you to look at the regulation and see what changes you may wish to make. Can you comment on that a little bit?
Yes, our process safety management standard is 20 years old. It is in need of some modernization over the last 20 years. I think it's worked very well, but we have identified a number of areas that need improvement and modernization. We have begun a very long regulatory process. Our process may be long, but it's also has a very robust public comment portion in it. We've already issued what's known as a request for information, and we've gotten comments on that. That comment period ended at the end of March. We will be moving forward, however, with a small business review of what we're thinking about doing. Eventually, we will issue a proposed standard. At that point, there will be plenty of time for written comments. We will have public hearings. We will have post-hearing comments. There are multiple opportunities, again, for the chemical safety community to give us comments on what they think we should be doing about modernizing our process safety management standard.
And how do you feel about the feedback that you've gotten so far?
Well, so far it's been very, very useful. Again, we've been hearing, as I said, from all kinds of different stakeholder groups, and they have sometimes very different opinions, but I think they all have the same common goal, and they want to work together, and I think we all want to figure out what we're going to do about the problems that we've all mutually identified.
Well, Jordan, I want to thank you for coming today, for speaking to us and giving us some very important things to think about. Process safety is important to all of us that are here at the 10th Global Congress on Process Safety. We're very committed to that, and we appreciate what OSHA is doing and the interaction and the partnership that you have extended to us. So on behalf of CCPS and AIChE, thank you very much for
You're
being
welcome.
here.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
for inviting